What's up, guys and gals, and welcome to Veve Vibes. Today is a vibe check of Friday, February 18th at about 7:18 a.m. So I just did an 18-minute video that was completely muted the whole time. So I'm gonna just double time it through here because I'm trying to get this video out to you guys before the drop happens or before the market gets locked out, so you guys have something to watch in the meantime. So yeah, that's a bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. I'm just going to roll with the punches. So again, I'm going to double time it just to kind of get through here. I've already gone through this again, so we'll be quick. So Secret Rare Storm's actually up quite a bit. I'll be honest, this might be relatively short-lived because, again, people are just going to be taking profits across the board for the most part. Like, that's a pretty significant pump. Amanda Connor is up 25% as well. So for Batman, Prima Donna, looks like some of the unicornos are getting a bit of love. Justice Color is going up. Same thing with the coming soon poster. Groot. So just be wary of these about chasing these pumps. I do think a good handful of these pumps are going to be short-lived. Right now, it's a difficult time to get any kind of profit if something is, unless something is brand new and people are flipping or kind of taking advantage of that. It's pretty hard to actually find profit on the market just because everything is crashing and like those peaks and valleys are pretty few and far between. So anytime something pumps, just expect that people are going to sell off to make profit at some point. So try your best to not chase pumps. At least that's kind of the personal thing that I go by, is to not chase pumps. So Deadpool animated is actually back up to, is actually up 60 gems. But there was a period of time where Deadpool ultra rare was going for below 400 gems, which just does kind of blow my mind. It's actually done it a couple different times, it seems. So just kind of keep your eye on that. I do think it's a great time to buy just in general, but then again, the gem squeeze could just continue. It really depends. I think a lot of stuff does hinge on the AMA chili pepper hysteria that happened. So it's going to really depend on what Veve says, if they're going to give us any kind of hint for future announcements, or they're going to say, hey, basically, that was just kind of an internal joke that we had that kind of just like leaked out. Doesn't really mean anything for the most part. So we'll see how that stuff plays out. Secret Rare Spider-Man animated is up to 65k basically. Ultraman 7 and then House of Cards Cleopatra as well as Ito are all up as well. So again, sorry I'm going a bit faster, but again, I just first 15 minutes of my last video just wasn't even recording, so I have to kind of double time it. Little Friends Gold, this one kind of surprised me. This one's all the way down to 4k, which is boggles my mind with the low mint editions, and it is part of the Omi Kong thing, and it's a meme and all that stuff. I'm surprised that it's actually all the way down to 4k right now. I remember when this thing was potentially pushing 10k at one point. It was at 9 for a while, and it has multiple candles around 9 and as well as like high 8s and stuff, but seeing it go all the way down here, there is some resistance on the way down, which is nice to see, but for the most part it's almost down to its all-time lows. I mean, technically its all-time low was 2600 or 27, but it seems to be shooting down there right now. So unless some sort of catalyst or big announcement happens, Immutable X, whatever it is, I could see this keep getting gem squeezed. Ghostbusters logo Secret Rare is down 4k. Sounds like someone just put up a listing. I'm not sure if it's actually down that much. Seems like a lot of the Cthulhu stuff, when I went over this, some of the Cthulhu stuff is actually going down in price, and I kind of looked it up. I thought it was going up because of the Chaosium not working on like their NFT project anymore, and people were kind of investing in Cthulhu related NFTs just across the board, but that doesn't seem to be the case, at least that I'm seeing on here. Because it seems like this whole dip right here just seemed a little bit too early for the whole Chaosium thing. That was just a few days ago, but this was like 4 or 5, 6 days ago. So I really don't think that's the case. Icarus is down. Same thing with Su Huan Yen, the common for Pili Fantasy. I probably butchered that name, but oh well, we're gonna roll with it. Batgirl, USS Enterprise, the ultra rare is all the way down to 420. Nice. Cthulhu, the uncommon for Cryptkins is below 40 right now, and the Cthulhu idol, it doesn't surprise me that it gets sold off because, again, like I said, right now it's just hard to make profits. So right now people are just playing off of announcements like Chaosium, Eve Stories, things like that to make short-term profits. Or if anything does pump for any kind of unknown reason, people are going to try and take advantage of it and take profit. At least that's the way I see it, until Veve makes some sort of significant announcement or does something in this next AMA. So go over comics super quick. So the top losers right now, I'm fully expecting most of these were being secret rares. It was kind of surprising seeing the New Mutants, the secret rare for the first appearance of Deadpool, fall below 2k. This one did have an all-time high of about 3.1k, which is nice, but at this point it's like Are you better off just buying a Golden Moment Iron Man, which is going for the same price and has actually hit a higher high than this? I would say so. Me personally, as much as I want to, I was kind of just looking at random secret rare comics and ultra rare comics to expand into because I don't have a lot or actually any. But for now, I think I'm just going to stick with the collectibles. That's just what I'm familiar with. Uncanny X-Men #4, secret rare is also down. Amazing Spider-Man. So we did have quite a few secret rares, some uncommons, as well as some ultra rares. The same thing with Black Panther. This whole chart just doesn't make sense. This Black Panther didn't have any kind of like any significant appearances or anything like that. It did seem like it was getting pumped to really high for no reason. Then now, of course, it's being sold off. It's being consolidated. At this point, it's just going down and down and down. So total listings actually been pretty plateau for the most part, around 64 to 61. It's been hovering around there for a few days now. But again, I'm not even sure how this thing even reached almost 2K at one point, at least in my mind. Go to top gainers. Ultimate Spider-Man #1 is actually up 55 gems, so that one's actually up almost 50%, which is pretty surprising. And I do remember a lot of the rares pretty much across the board are going up, so it could be people just cashing in on Master Collector points, people just buying up Master Collector rare comics that are pretty much just below, I would say 40-50 gems, because this one was basically going for 52 gems. Fantastic Four Annual #3 was going for 41 gems. Peter Parker, God, what's the full name of that? Sometimes the name is just so long and it just runs off the screen. This one was going for about 48 gems. Which one is that? Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man #131. Yeah, that's a long name. Ultimate Fantastic Four. This one was also going for below 60 at some point. Daredevil. So it does seem like people are switching around. I'm not sure if these comics are being targeted specifically. It seems like they are, obviously, but at the same time, it seems like, at least for me, if I'm going for Master Collector points, I'm probably just going to get the cheapest ones for the most part. I don't see myself paying a huge premium just because the comic might be slightly more popular or anything like that, especially if I'm going to have to pay double or triple the price as well. So Uncanny X-Men Fantastic Four #1 rare is up. Same thing with the Web of Spider-Man #32 is up as well. So yeah, that is today's vibe check. Sorry if it's a bit late. Again, I spent 15 minutes recording and like the microphone was not on whatsoever, so I'll have to make sure to double check that next time. So hope you guys take care. Good luck on today's drop, and I'll catch you next time.